I want to open up with a little bit of good news around El Capitan Jordan Henderson. So, look, we were worried. There was some stuff came out, and Hendo doesn't usually air his dirty laundry in public. But I want to read you something that I'm fairly sure I nicked from The Athletic. But let's just give them credit for the time being anyway. Liverpool proposed an improved deal spanning 3 years with the option of a fourth contingent on how many appearances he makes. Klopp has made it clear he's keen for Henderson to sign a new deal. It's important. It'll happen. The German explained the process, the news conference on Friday. We will sort it. However we will sort it. No doubt that it'll get sorted. So, look, I kind of intimated to people a while ago, you may have been on one of the streams, so I had a feeling that the happy middle ground here would be to maybe a little bump in wages and offer Hendo that extra year. The club seem to potentially looking to 1 year as an additional on top of that, so 3 years with an option of a fourth. We just want it sorted, Jack, don't we? To be honest, just want the captain to be happy.
Yeah, losing Henderson this window would have been absolutely dreadful. And it's fantastic news that what we've heard over the last few days. I feel like I may have misguided people the other day. I thought it'd be announced a lot sooner than it has been. But as far as I'm concerned, and as much as I've heard, the deal is done. So I don't think it'll be long before it's announced. I think it's fantastic news, Craig. I really, really do. Really, really happy that we've got Hendo signed onto this long-term deal, because it's not just what he does on the pitch, it's what he does off the pitch as well.
Shall we tickle people shaving balls a little bit more? Because I'll go as far as to say that from what I've been told and from what I'm reading, but mainly what I've been told, I don't think it's going to be too long, although there is no rush because the club are very happy with the professionalism of it. I don't think it's going to be too long until a certain Egyptian winger is also going to be signing a new deal, Jack. I'm getting very positive vibes at my end.
Yeah, I've heard it, mate, and I believe the word isn't just vibes these days. We call it vibes. It's called winning vibes, and if you get Salah down on a long-term contract, that is absolutely vibes, mate. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Mohamed Salah will be signing a new deal at Liverpool Football Club, and why wouldn't he? I think it's so important for us to tie him down. You know, there's constant pressure from opposition fans on Mohamed Salah saying that this will be the season that he won't succeed, but he proves them wrong time and time again. And this is yet another season that he's got started with a bang. He's broken another record, first player to score in 5 consecutive first games of the season. What a player, mate, and we are so lucky to have him. And, you know, I'm sick of the whole comments of, he's a system player under Jurgen Klopp. Yes, he's a player that suits our system. Yes, he suits Jurgen Klopp, but he is world class and he gets better and better and better. And tying him down would be perfect for this football club. It really would.
Yeah, it's great that the club are getting this done. Like, I mean, we'll get on to transfers, folks. Of course we will. Just bear with us. I'm easing my way back in here because I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous today. So I'm easing my way back in with some happy talk first before we get to the possible frustration. But look, we started out this window and we heard Alisson, Fabinho, we heard that Van Dijk were the priorities. We heard Salah was the priority, but it was a nice little surprise hearing Trent getting a new deal, Queven Kelleher getting a new deal, Harvey Elliott getting a new deal as well. So the club have done what they've said they were going to do, which was make sure that these players are staying at Liverpool for the prime years of their career, which in one sense is a good thing. But what it does do, and it's getting a bit technical here, is the wage bill certainly increases to a point where we're right at that threshold, where they call it safe of 70% of income versus expenditure on wages. So we do have to balance the books a little bit, as much as people don't want to hear that.
Yeah, and I think that's potentially why we've not seen much business this summer, because I think Liverpool and FSG are trying to sort out, our long-term contracts with players that we currently have, and that's fair enough as long as we sort out our future. We've both spoken about the danger of us falling behind with what Chelsea, Man City, Manchester United are doing, but all that Liverpool can do for now is ensure that the world-class players we currently have we keep, and over the years, I talk about my childhood, being a Liverpool fan during my childhood. We were a selling club. It was as simple as that. And the stature of Liverpool Football Club, we should never have been a selling club. And, under Jurgen Klopp, that's something that he's made sure we're not anymore. We're not a selling club. We keep our world-class assets. And that's what we've done this summer. We're making sure that those players will stay with us. They'll sign long-term contracts. And I'm absolutely delighted, Craig. Yes, I'd like to see more players coming in, but ensuring that we still keep the players that have made sure that we've had so much success over the last couple of years is what is important to me as well. And making sure that we've kept Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Trent, players who are the best in their position in world football right now is fantastic news. And I'm delighted with that. And yes, we'd all want more incomings coming in, but I think this is a good start for Liverpool, and it's good to have them, signed on long-term deals.
It absolutely is. And what really shocked me was Alisson's 6-year one, because we know goalkeepers go on longer, but for him to show that commitment as well, I thought was magnificent, because I love Alisson. I love him to bits. Question from 1975 Jamrock, who was a quality contributor, by the way, to the chat. He either calls me out on stuff because he has more knowledge of me on it, or he just puts in some good input. Love the lad. He's really quality. He said, why would we have lost Henderson with 2 years left? I think it only came about, Jack, because it seemed that Hendo felt undervalued for whatever reason. I think he just wanted some guarantees from the club. I don't know if it was necessarily around money, playing time, or importance to the club, but when he's seen everybody else in similar position coming into the last 2 years, getting renewed deals, maybe he started worrying about what he's seen with Gini Wijnaldum, and he just wanted the club to show him some love. That's all I can really guess.
I think it was a matter from both sides. I think, Liverpool were desperate to avoid another Gini situation. I think Henderson was desperate to show, how much he means to us as a fan base and as a football club. And, the minute that news was leaked, Liverpool fans obviously weren't going to be happy. And, we don't know where it came from, which side it came from. But I think both sides were keen to avoid him leaving. And as far as I'm concerned,
that was me trying to make a love heart, by the way, which I absolutely butchered. But sorry, Liz.
But yeah, I'm absolutely certain that it never would have got to that point, because Henderson is desperate to stay at Liverpool, and Liverpool just don't want to lose a key asset for free again, like we did with Gini. So yeah, I'm delighted this has been the case. As I say, Henderson is so important for this football club on and off the pitch, and I believe that once his career is over as a player, he could become a coach at Liverpool Football Club. I really could, because, this man is so important for us on and off the pitch. So, yeah, I'm delighted his future seems to be sorted now.
Hi to Darrett Azizi in the chat as well. Nice to see you back in, mate. Darrett is our chief moderator and is backed up by Kate as well. So you know what got me thinking, Jack, about Hendo? I thought about it from the point of view of when he hangs up his boots, and I thought about where we will view him in the pantheon of Liverpool great captains, and you've got to say, he will be right up there at the very top. I mean, yes, there are ones who've lifted 3 European Cups or more, whatever, but he has delivered everything. A league title after 30 years, the World Club Cup, the Super Cup, the Champions League. He's won a League Cup with Liverpool as well. Get the FA Cup, and he's got the full collection. And that's where, to me, I wanted it to be resolved, because we will look back at Jordan Henderson. My kids, your kids, they'll look back at Henderson in years' time and go, wow, he was a proper Liverpool captain.
You have to feel for him, because, he followed Steven Gerrard, who is probably one of the best midfielders of the Premier League era. And he followed him as Liverpool captain. He's the hero of many, Steven Gerrard. There's a lot of people that aren't Liverpool fans who would say that Steven Gerrard is one of their favourite players of all time. It's as simple as that. And you only have to look at, Henderson's early days at Liverpool, when he was put under a lot of pressure by Liverpool fans and opposition fans, to know where Henderson's had to come from. And his rise has been tremendous. His success under Jurgen Klopp has been outstanding. He's become a true leader. He's become a very, very good footballer. And he will definitely be up there. Absolutely. As you say, Craig, he's won everything that there is worth winning in club football. He's only an FA Cup away from winning everything in club football. And, for me, he will 100% be up there. And that is why we couldn't afford to lose him, because losing your skipper and losing Jordan Henderson during this transfer window would have been absolutely awful for us. And it would have had such a huge effect on this football club. Like, nobody can put into words how much it would have affected us. So yeah, it's